Hey everyone, this is Skye, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video, and I just wanted to do this video to catch you up on what's been going on with me. If you haven't already told, I've been a little bit busy with my new job for the past few months, or past couple months at least, and I've also been dealing with a lot of health issues. For those who don't know, I had COVID in 2000. For those who don't know, back in October 2020, I had COVID, and ever since then I've been dealing with some issues, but it wasn't until like in late February I started having some major symptoms that was not related to the actual virus, because back in October I did get over it. However, I developed a thing called long COVID, or post-COVID acute syndrome, where you still have all kinds of weird kind of intermittent kind of symptoms, ranging anything from shortness of breath to tightness in your chest, hives, all kinds of sometimes it feels like you're having a heart attack, basically, and extreme anxiety and panic attacks, stuff like that. I've been going through all that, and I've had several emergency room visits since, but right now I am doing better. I'm more stable. I've adjusted my diet, and I no longer exercise anymore, because I've got exercise intolerance now, and that's one of the things that people are finding out about the long COVID, is that you can't get back to your normal routines. You have to kind of pace yourself. I think what happened was there's a period of time where I was starting to feel better, and I was actually improving on. While I could not exercise fully without getting tired out, I still had shortness of breath, but I just thought I was just out of shape from being sick. But in the end, what just happened to be that I had underlying residual. It just happens to be that I had underlying residual effects of the long COVID that hasn't surfaced yet. And then in doing so, with getting back into my exercise routine, which is pretty extreme, or was pretty extreme, I kind of set up myself in a situation where my symptoms were very severe. So late in October, I started having shortness of breath, panic attacks, just uncontrolled panic attacks. I could not control it, and it would go throughout the night. I ended up having to go to the emergency room. This happened twice before I really learned what was going on with me, and I've learned all about the long COVID situation. That being said, there since then has been a lot of improvements and grassroots kind of cures, not cures, but grassroots kind of fixes, or quick fixes, things like taking the right supplements, learning about not exercising, and resting, and things like that. There's so many different symptoms, like brain fog and loss of memory even. There's times when I couldn't think straight and remember certain things, or even pronounce words at times. It was that bad. But I think a lot of it was through deficiencies that this virus caused. And you just don't feel those things until they hit you like a hammer. I know I sound like I'm all over the place, but there's just been a lot that's been going on with me. But I got to a point where I started using some antihistamines, learning about the whole histamine and inflammation and things like that is caused by this, or at least it seems like it's been caused there's still a lot of research going on. Nobody knows what's going on really. But in the grassroots kind of community where we're trying to figure these things out on our own, since a lot of the medical community think we're nuts. And now it's gotten better. They're now paying attention to it and actually taking us seriously. However, there's still a long ways to go. So all I'm doing is putting a Band-Aid on everything right now. But I am stable. I'm able to go back to work. I'm able to function and actually have somewhat of a quality of life now. I've learned quite a bit about my diet and what I can eat, what I can't eat, what I can eat and what I can't eat. There's a lot of foods in a everyday diet that causes a lot of inflammation alone, not including all the inflammation that your body has just from stress and all kinds of other things, but the food that you eat causes that too. And in a situation that I'm going through, that inflammation just adds on to the hyperactive inflammation that I have in my body created by mast cells that creates all this histamine. So all this histamine that you're consuming is also adding to everything, and it just gets out of control, and then you start having these crazy symptoms, which in turn also depletes all your nutrients. Then that affects your mental health, like not depression. Well, it can be depression too, but the anxiety and panic attacks through depletion of your nutrients. It's all crazy. It's all over the place. I don't know how much of this I want to edit out and how much I want to leave in, but hopefully you get the point. Anyways, I just haven't been feeling myself or feeling like myself, and I've just been coping and dealing with stuff, and it's just very difficult to really think about doing these videos, especially when you have symptoms late at night. You have to work all day, and then you come home and have to deal with the symptoms because you're creating the inflammation during the day. So it's just this roller coaster ride sometimes. And there's days I have my good days. I can go for like 2 or 3 days and have good days, and then go another 3 or 4 days with bad days. Enough of that. That's basically what's been going on with me besides that and work. Today, I'm off work, obviously. I am wearing my new dress, and this is the first time I've worn a dress in a long time, as well as I haven't worn makeup in quite a while. I just haven't been feeling it. I will be getting back into my routines eventually as I get better and I can feel much better and more like myself. And oh yeah, the big thing is I've lost a lot of weight. I've had to go on a low histamine diet, which eliminates a lot of foods. And I've been eating just basically fresh, whole, natural foods. And lately I've been getting into just all organic, grass-fed or free range, from like the expensive stores. But that's improved my diet. Even though I feel like I'm limited on what I can eat, I am taking all my supplements, of course. There's maybe a handful of foods that I can eat right now that I call safe foods. But in general, I've lost 19 pounds as of today, and that's since late February. I've thinned out quite a bit. I'm reaching my weight loss goals, most definitely. So that's a positive thing in this. I'm getting to where I wanted to be. I'm forced to get back into just being a girl. No more working out, building muscles and things like that. It was nice when I could do it, but I was getting, for a little while, if you've seen some of my past videos, I was having some issues with that mentally, being that I'm transitioning and I'm doing the total opposite of what I started out with. But here I am now. I'm more or less, I'm starting to return back to my default self, I guess, before I started working out. And I'm feeling good in that respect. So yes, a lot has been going on, but I'm starting to feel like I need to do my videos again. And I want to just reach out some more and maybe do more of the girly things instead of the workout things or the martial arts things. I've not done any martial arts for like a couple months now, and I probably will not be doing it. I mean, unless I have to defend myself. Other than that, I won't be doing any more martial arts or workout videos, mainly because I can't deal with the inflammation that it causes. So I'm just returning back to my default self, my girly self, and you'll see more of this because I am going to be collecting my dresses now because I've always, just loved wearing dresses. I just never got into doing it. So, so yeah. Anyways, I'm not sure what else to say or talk about other than the fact that I lost a lot of weight. I've been dealing with my new job. I've been dealing with the COVID, post-COVID thing. But other than that, I am going to start moving on and trying to do more videos for the future. So just stay tuned.